The Winnipeg Comedy Festival is bringing in the best of Canadian comedy this week. It'll include some mega shows with a diverse lineup of 6 comics and a Canadian celebrity host. A show tonight called Maybe It's Me is being hosted by the first Indigenous woman to win the title of Miss Universe Canada, Ashley Callingbull. Joining us now is actress, model, and First Nations activist Ashley Callingbull. Good morning, Ashley.
Good morning.
Well, thank you so much for joining us. Now, you're from Edmonton,
yes,
and so you came in here with so many different accolades. I had to highlight them. You've received the Top 20 Under 30 Award in Canada. You were named one of Canada's Top 10 Power Women. You received the Role Model Award from the United Nations. How did comedy come into play in all of this? Congratulations, first of all. It's really impressive.
Thank you so much. Like, I'm obviously very honored about that. But with comedy, you know, I've hosted different comedy shows before, and I'm also in Acting Good, which films here in Winnipeg, and that's a comedy show. So I feel like it's just a new part of my life, a new path, and who doesn't love being funny?
And people have told you you're funny.
Yeah, apparently. Hopefully they're not too biased.
Now, you have so many accolades. You are obviously a role model to many Indigenous youth. What message do you have for them here in Manitoba?
Well, I think the most important thing is that I never set limits for myself. You know, for me, it's all about dreaming big and making sure that I work hard and believing in myself and loving myself for who I am. I think a lot of the youth, they have trouble with that, loving themselves for who they are, because we live in a very, you know, tough society where there's a lot of stereotypes on our people. So making sure that we never forget where we come from and love ourselves for who we are, and, you know, not setting any limits, that really kind of pushed me into the life that I'm in now and made me realize that I am capable of whatever I dream of.
That is incredible. You were in Mexico recently as well for a huge competition. Tell us about that.
So I got to compete at Miss Universe, and I was the first Indigenous woman to ever represent Canada. And I came in top 12, and there was 130 women competing, so automatically they cut it down to a top 30, so it was tough. But, you know, I represented Canada with pride, and I felt so thankful to be the first, but I won't be the last.
No, of course not. Now, the Winnipeg Comedy Fest is happening right now. It's starting tonight. You're going to be hosting tonight's show. What do you want people to know about the comedians that are part of the show?
Well, I think everyone has something that's really powerful to say, and tonight it's about Maybe It's Me, about your worst critic. And everyone is critical of themselves, and me being in pageantry, that's something I can really poke a lot of fun at. So tonight, you know, every show has a different theme, which is exciting, and it's going on all weekend. So you can go to how many different themed shows, and tonight it's all about being your worst critic, and there's still tickets available.
Do you feel that sometimes you are yourself your own worst critic?
Yeah, I mean, it's hard to be in the world that I'm in, especially in the spotlight. I'm in how many different spaces. Of course, everyone's going to be critical of me, and sometimes I can be critical of myself, but I have to give myself grace. Everyone does, and sometimes you can just laugh about it.
Absolutely. Okay, so if somebody wants to check out the show, who else is going to be there?
Oh, literally everybody. I was like looking through the performers list. I was like, everybody is going to be there. It was actually kind of crazy reading it, thinking that I can't believe I'm going to be standing alongside these comedians and opening the show. So to me, this is actually crazy.
Oh my gosh, that's so exciting. Now, this is happening at the Burton Cummings Theatre tonight.
Yes.
There are tickets available. What do you want people to know about why they should check out the show?
I think that it's really important because we have so much talent in our country, and in Winnipeg, you know, there's a lot of comedians coming together, and it's something that we can all relate to. Every show is relatable, and it's really important for us to get out and laugh and have a good time, because, you know, the world that we live in, it's so tough. All of us need to come together, and comedy is something that brings everyone together and something that we can all relate to, and it's for everyone.
Absolutely. Well, Ashley, thank you so much for spending some time with us this morning, and good luck at the show tonight.
Yes.